Joining me right now with reaction, former Arkansas governor and Fox News contributor, Mike Huckabee. Good to see you. All right, let's start with the book.
Thank you very much.
What are your thoughts on it?
Well, you know, Woodward has had some problems when he did the book about Obama. People in the Obama administration pushed back very hard, and they were just as specific as the Trump administration officials had been in saying, this is not true, this is not true. So, I mean, Woodward has a history of taking anonymous sources, patching together a hurriedly crafted book, getting it out on the market, getting a lot of buzz about it. But the principals who are named, whether it's Obama, goes back to Reagan, to Bush, even goes to John Belushi. I don't know if you remember the book he did called Wired, and Belushi's friends and families were outraged by it and said it just was not like that at all. So, you know, when people say, oh, Woodward is an impeccably honorable journalist, well, not
They're going back
according to
a lot
the
of
people
years,
that he's
maybe.
written about.
You know,
Yeah,
look,
that's right.
I hate
Yeah.
anonymous sources. To me, if you can't get a source on record, it's just not worth it, Governor. There's something really wrong, because to me, it's not a whole lot better than some hearsay. Bunch of anonymous sources, I don't like it.
Well, it's a gutless coward who will not stand up and be counted for what he or she says has happened. Because if you can't do that, if you don't have the capacity to say, this happened, it's important to the country, and I'm willing to put my life up for grabs over it, then you really are a coward, a gutless coward. So if you can't go on the record, then just don't be believed. And I couldn't agree more with you, Trish.
You know, even as a reporter,
I've been the object of a lot of that, and it is just frustrating.
You may hear something from anonymous sources, but at some point, when you're talking about something that's really going to have an effect on the world and the country, you got to get someone on record there. You don't just go with anonymous after anonymous after anonymous, because, you know, to your point, these people, if they're not willing to actually say what they think and attach their name, they are being cowards. I mean, it's like Jack Otter from Barron's was saying in the beginning, back when he started in the newspaper business, it was a big time drain, but they actually had to go through and vet every letter to the editor, right? And by the way, those letters to the editor, you got to sign them.
You might get a tip from an anonymous source, but then the responsibility of the journalist is to check that out and run it to ground and be able to say, we've got something on it. And if you don't, then you shouldn't run with it, because what you have is nothing short of a hit and run.
And a lot of people that are angry.
Hit and run journalism.
Yeah, a lot of people that are angry, and they get some axe to grind, and so there's that component to it too. Is Judge Kavanaugh going to be on the Supreme Court?
Absolutely. He's going to win. You know, whether he gets 5 or 6 Democrat votes, he should get plenty. I thought Lindsey Graham made a great point today when he goes back and looks at the fact that you had very liberal judges like Ginsburg who got 90 votes, or maybe 96. It was almost unanimous. I mean, it was used to be that you voted based on, is the person qualified, not did you agree with them. Now it's a very partisan affair, but the Republicans have the votes. They're going to get them. And I don't know what the Democrats think they're achieving by this. They are embarrassing themselves. They look like goons, and it really is a spectacle. The only thing worse are the people who disrupt the proceedings. I don't know who they think they're influencing, but I can't think of anyone who would be influenced by that.
Well, you're hard on them, I mean, to say goons. But that said, Governor, can you remember a time like this before when we've been this sort of at each other's throats, where one side really hates the other and vice versa?
Well, I mean, we had some contentious hearings, the Robert Bork hearing, the Clarence Thomas hearing. Those were contentious, but nothing like this. This is where there's such a disingenuous nature to some of the questions and to the gotcha. The Democrats pretending that they only have 10% of the records when that's really not an accurate reflection of what's going on. There's just a lot of frankly, just pure dishonesty in this, and I think it's unbecoming. This guy's going to get confirmed, and what they think they will achieve by this, other than making people dislike them even more, frankly, it's beyond me.
Governor, it's good to see you. Thank you very much. Always good to have your perspective. Oh, really quick, do we have time before I let you go? Any thoughts on what's going on there with Jack Dorsey and Sheryl Sandberg and the excuse after excuse after excuse?
Yeah. You know, I think that Jack Dorsey was the most honest of the group, and I thought he showed some contrition, something that Sheryl Sandberg failed to show and something that Google clearly failed to show by not showing up at all. They're going to pay dearly for that. You know, there's an old saying, hell hath no fury like a senator scorned, or a congressman, and I think that's true. Let me just mention three things. These guys are going to have choices. Mitigation, they're going to fix it themselves. Regulation, the government is going to come all over them, and added to that, litigation. They're going to get sued big time, and they're going to lose, and they're going to spend billions of dollars in court over what they have done in creating a very unfair marketplace.
So they ought to correct it. We'll see. Anyway, good to see you as always. Thank you so much, Governor.